editing the video right now, I'm catching myself saying like in every other word. So please bear with me. But a quick backstory about me and Abe. He's probably the longest friendship that I have that I like still talk to constantly. I've known the dude since the fifth grade. We went to elementary together, middle school together, high school together, our first college together. Now, we graduated from college, things like that. And for the people that know Abe, you guys know he does not talk that much. He, barely speaks. And when he does, it's like just nonchalant, like, monotone. So I hope you guys could get to like understand him a little more, but also try to get something that he says and like have a takeaway because you could always learn something else from anybody. So, hopefully there's something that you guys got from that. And yeah, here's the video. Abraham Williams.
What's
Bro, we
good?
said we was gonna do this a long ass time ago. But
As-
yeah, we never really got the chance, bro. Life happens, but here you are, bro.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute, bro. Like you said,
Yeah,
what I'm saying, life happens. You know what I'm saying? We be going through our own things. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we here now though, for real.
yes, sir. Hey, bro, you in less than 24 hours, bro, you go to a whole nother state, a
hmm
place that like like you've never lived in, and like shit like that. Like, what emotions are coming into place right now, bro?
Uh, I mean, obviously excitement, but just a little bit like curiosity. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, I'm not sure what's to come because obviously I've never been in New Mexico before, so.
Mm,
I'm a little curious, about how things are gonna go, but that also makes me excited. So
mm.
yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see where it takes me, see where things go. I'm excited to meet new people, new coaches. Um, man, I'm just ready to go, honestly.
Yeah, when like you said excited, and what was the other one you said?
So curious.
Curious. Yeah, why curious?
I mean, it's a new place, it's a new environment. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I don't know how things are gonna go,
mm,
in that aspect, but like I'm ready. I'm ready to take on the challenge.
yeah.
See where it takes me.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, bruh, like this right here is like it's kind of like a move that was like unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Like right now we're just gonna focus on football, but like it's a move that like I'll be real, like I didn't even expect. You know what I'm saying? Like me as like your friend, like a close friend of yours, I was expecting you to like for real like finish your career in Idaho, bro. Then like shit kind of happened. So like when things kind of just started to change, bro, like take us through like that process of like what was going through your mind.
Uh, I mean, shoot, kind of like you. I mean, I thought, playing at Idaho was gonna be my last year, but
Mm-hmm.
shoot, I mean, that didn't happen, and honestly, that happened like so fast.
Yeah.
Like the change happened so fast. Like starting with me just breaking my wrist. I think what the
Mm-hmm.
third game. Um, man, I thought I was like done for. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I got lucky enough to get a medical red shirt, and I was kind of just happy about coming back to Idaho, but that wasn't the case. Our head coach ended up getting a new job at New Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and things just happened so quick, and things was changing left and right
Yeah.
so fast, and um, he kind of just presented the opportunity for me to like come up to New Mexico, and
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't turn it down. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Did you like choose New Mexico like just because of your coaches?
yeah, that was the main reason. Going to Idaho, man, I built a amazing relationship with the coaches down there. So yeah, it was kind of like a no brainer, just
Mm-hmm.
to go somewhere where I'm familiar with. Just not having to like backpedal. You know what I'm saying? Going somewhere where I know like the coaches. some of the players. I think it's just keeping me on the track where I'm like, going forward rather than taking a step back.
Yeah, that's real. Speaking of change, bro, like I feel like for most people, like when change comes, like it's a pretty like scary thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
like moving up to a whole other state, bro. So like with
Mhm.
change, what do you think like helped you like transition like during that process? You know what I'm saying?
I think what helps me is I think for one is trusting God for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving all my thoughts and worries to Him and
Mm-hmm.
letting Him handle the rest. I think
Yeah.
that's one thing that helps me a lot. And I think the second thing would be just me, just being the type of person to just stay in the moment. You know what I mean? I don't really worry too much about, you know, other outcomes, you know what I'm saying, rather than what's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say that helped me as well.
Yeah.
And just having a positive mind on everything, honestly. Staying positive, like that's a big thing that helps me as well. So
Mhm.
that's what, makes change a lot
Yeah.
easier for me.
Okay. The first
Yeah.
thing you mentioned, God, and
Mhm.
religion is like a huge thing to us. I feel like.
Yeah.
Um, so let's focus on that real quick. Like, with your faith, like, kind of like walk us through it. Like, even from like a young, like early on, like your childhood or things like that. Like, how did your faith like come about? Like, if you practiced religions before, like, if you're
Yeah.
always doing it a different way, like, like tell us about that a little bit because it sounds like yeah, faith is like a big, big deal for you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, where I come from,
Mm,
faith is pretty big in my family. But it wasn't something that was like really put on us. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like
mm-hmm,
my parents, like they'll talk about God here and there, and
mm-hmm,
they would pray here and there, but it was nothing where it was like, okay, guys, like let's go to church, or okay, guys, read your Bible, this and that.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it was kind of something I had to find myself,
mm-hmm,
and I would say this, like I feel like faith was something that was always in me,
mm-hmm,
but I never really took action, on it. So in that process, I kind of had to learn a lot on my own.
yeah. But hold
And
tell us, sorry to interrupt. Tell us like a little bit more of that. Like you said, it was in you, but like you never really like took the action.
yeah, so like I always knew about God. I always knew there was, you know, God and Jesus Christ
Mm-hmm.
and Him dying on the cross for our sins. But I never built a relationship with God. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I never took time to pray and learn and understand who God was. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So, um, yeah, I kind of, in a sense, I kind of just put him in like the back burner. You know what I mean? It's like it's
Mm-hmm.
just something I had in my head, and I just never,
Yeah.
took action upon it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so I kind of went through life trying to figure things out, on my own. And it got to a point where I was like, man, I can't even do this anymore. Like I can't handle all this on my own. I kept trying to find answers and like different routes, and it just wasn't working for me. So
Mm-hmm.
it just came a point where I was like, man, like, I'm done trying to like figure things out on my own and stuff like that. So I think that's when I, decided to just give my life to God. And
Mm-hmm.
ever since I've been just really consistent
Mm-hmm.
with building my relationship with God and trying to get to know God. And I think it's really changed my life around like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and it's helped me be a better person, a better player, and I'm just happy I made that decision,
Yeah.
honestly.
Okay. That was a really good response.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I caught on where you said that like you just couldn't like do it anymore.
Mm.
Like, was there like a moment or like a time in your life like where like some bad happened or like some drastic happened where you're like, yeah, I can't do this like by myself, or was it
Mm.
just kind of like something small and you're like, yeah, like I just need like change habits and stuff like that. Do you get what I'm asking?
Yeah, I wouldn't say something drastic that happened. It was just kind of me noticing like what I was doing wasn't working.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it just became like a cycle for me.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that I was always on like a certain like a roller coaster of like emotions. You know, there would
Mm-hmm.
be times where I'll be happy one day and then the next day I'll be sad
Mm-hmm.
and just like things like that. And I just remember just being in my car and
Mm-hmm.
and I just got tired of it. You know what I mean? I got tired of just being inconsistent with my feelings and all that. So I was like, man, like I just like, man, like God, I just give it all to you, you know. And you know, in a sense, I just kind of give my life to God, and you know, let Him take control of it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's helped me a lot for real.
Yeah. Okay. When it comes to like people in your life, I see God has a really huge, probably the biggest impact in your life. That's yeah, that's really good. I feel like that's exactly how it should be. But when it comes to like, people like that you're really close with or like someone you might not be close with, who do you think has like the biggest like impact or like influence on you, like currently or even in the past?
To be real,
If there is anyone, yeah.
yeah, to be real, kind of just growing up, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really have anybody in my
Mm,
life that was just that impactful for me.
okay.
Kind of like I said, like I kind of had to try to like figure things out on my own. That's kind of just how I was, like trying to figure things out on my own. So I didn't really have anybody that impacted my life, but you know, like as I grew older and I started like understand a lot more. I would say someone that you know I do like admire and like you know look up to is my dad for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just with where he comes from and just how much like of a hard worker he is, and you know all the kids he has, and and just him just you know never taking a day off to like just you know take care of us and stuff like that. I think I would say that's something I admire and you know something I would like to be you know like
Yeah.
you know if I become a dad, you know what I'm saying. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I would say I grew to learn like just to appreciate my dad. I would
Yeah.
say.
Okay. Would you like? Do you think like you use that as motivation, or like do you have like your own like self drive? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I would say yeah, I do like to use that, you know, as motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Like like I said, like he's a hardworking guy, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, he could have easily, you know, took a day off and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like taking care of my kids no more, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
for him to just continue to take care of us for like years, I
Mm-hmm.
think that kind of just motivates me to be able to, in a sense, just like give back to him for like all the things like you know what I'm saying he's done for us. You know what I'm saying. So I think that's a motivation for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it sounds like me knowing you as a friend. I can tell that like you like your mind is very like mature. I feel like you have a sense of um just like what you like need to do and like the things that you want to accomplish. You feel me? But
Yeah.
like earlier, that you had to figure that out by yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I love this question because like I always think about it like myself sometimes. Like looking back at your younger self, what would you tell him? Like what advice would you give, or like just like what would you say to younger age?
Uh, man, honestly, I actually thought about this, but honestly, I would tell my younger self to just not ignore God, because I feel like God has really, he really changed my life for real.
Hmm.
And I would definitely tell myself don't ignore God and
Hmm.
to build a relationship with Him.
Hmm. Would you say that you had like did you see the signs when you were younger and you just like kind of like ignored them or like?
Yeah, yeah. I was there was so many signs like
Mhm.
I just remember like being younger and I just always wanted to be baptized for some reason. I
Hmm.
don't know what the reason was,
Hmm.
and I don't know. I just always felt that I needed to be baptized, and
Hmm.
this was like I think like maybe like around like late elementary, like sixth grade, middle school, or I don't know,
Oh, you
but
got that on
yeah.
early.
So I don't know. It's just like this feeling in me that I always needed to be baptized, and I just
Hmm.
remember just being in our house and some missionaries just came by like just
Hmm.
randomly
Uh-huh.
and they were like they just came by, they just like spread the gospel, and then they just mentioned like if like does any guys want to be baptized, and I was like yeah, I want to be that, like what I'm saying, yeah, I want to be baptized. But that also just goes to show you like God is God was always there, and like he was always with me, what I'm saying.
Hmm.
So but yeah, that's just something random, but
Yeah.
yeah.